Greetings, fellow Demon Slayers. This is Taimanin and Mari here today with another video. So, for today's topic, I want to talk about a little thing called Burnout. So we all get it from time to time where you're just playing a game and one day you just don't want to do it anymore, or you're bored or whatever. Like, burnout comes in many different forms. It could be from fatigue, it can be from boredom. But I want to talk about like what I do when I get burnt out on a game. So this isn't to say I'm burnt out on Action Taimanin, but like I know some people probably are. Like I've had some conversations with people where they say they're considering stopping, or they're gonna play to a certain point and see what happens and then maybe move on. And some people who just flat out say it's getting boring for them. So I wanted to kind of address it, say what I do to help ease that feeling. It's just gonna be a few tips and that'll be the video. So, when you're feeling burnt out or bored, what do I do? So, the first thing would be play a different character. And change their builds if you only have one character. But like these characters can play multiple ways. For example, like Green Emily wouldn't be as competitive as Red Emily, but like it's something different, right? Like you could just play her and enjoy the game. You don't have to just stick to the meta build. Like you could change it up. So that's one thing you could do. Like you could play Green Yuki instead of Red Yuki. You could play Blue Shiranui. You could play Green Shiranui. Like there's multiple builds for the characters. And if you're really so bored that you're just tired of playing who you have or playing all the characters you have, swap it up. Change the character you're playing. Change how you're playing them. Experiment. Like do different stuff. Level different Magatamas. And just play the game essentially. Like you don't have to stick to one thing. Like the meta is really fluid as far as PvE, because PvE in this game is awfully easy. There's not really anything super difficult outside of the arena and maybe like event stages. When I say the arena, I mean the prologue stages. Like these are pretty difficult. And then like maybe event stages like on hard are difficult, but some are easier than others. Like I find that this current event on hard is probably easier than like the holiday events we had. I don't think that Kalia is really that difficult. But yeah, a character change or a supporter change or just an all-around build change may do it for you. Like hell, even changing your weapon can change how you play, because each weapon, like especially ultra rares, have their own perks. So moving on from that, outside of like changing characters and changing their builds, what do I do? Well, one thing that's become like kind of a thing is when we get a new event, people like to spam AP potions to get it done like right away. You don't have to do that. Like this event, I've just been relaxing, using my natural AP to do it, and I'm already on what am I, box 5, and I'm just relaxing and taking my time with the event. Like if I decide I want to burn through it, I'll use my potions, but me personally, I'm just kind of hoarding my potions because I like that I have this many. Like I almost have 50, and I want to just keep letting them build up. So, and I have these sweet lunches I never ate. But besides that, yeah, like don't feel the need to like burn content just because it's there. Like take your time, relax, do it at your leisure, because another thing that could cause burnout is overplaying, which that could also lead to a thing called fatigue, or if you ever played FF14, we call it raid fatigue, where you've been raiding so long that you're actually playing worse and you don't even realize. So relax, like take your time. Like the event's here for 2 weeks. Like it's not going to be urgent until the day of maintenance, then maybe you should probably rush it. But outside of that, if you're feeling burnt out, if you're feeling bored, mitigate your playtime. Don't sit here grinding the game. It's not a job. So moving on from there, outside of changing characters and kind of like mitigating playtime by not going crazy with potions, what else can you do? Well, play other games. I've said multiple times that like I play multiple gachas. This isn't my only one. And I know I probably sound like a masochist, but I just like gacha games because I like the thrill of getting something good, like from the gacha. even like if I'm doing playing like as a free to play or as like someone who spends, it just feels good to see a rare drop for me personally. So that's why I play gacha, and I play more than one. And I could tell you like AT, I guess you could classify it as my main game because I cover it and I've been here since the beginning, but I don't spend as much time on AT as other games just simply because it's not really a demanding game in its own right. And I don't try to make it more demanding by spamming pots unless like I have like a new character or there's an event I just want to get done right away. So with that being said, try other gacha games like me personally, I play Honkai Impact. I casually play Boobs in the City, and I've been playing Magikami pretty hard lately because magical girls are kawaii, and I'm trying to get my account up to snuff to start making videos on that. So there's other games out there. You don't even have to play other gachas. Like we have Steam. Like if you're on mobile phone, there's a whole market of mobile games you can choose from. So, you don't have to make AT your main game. But if it is your main game, that's fine. I just feel like Action Taimanin works better as like a side game or like a game you kind of medium main, just simply because it doesn't demand that much of you unless you let it. Like if you want to sit there and burn pots and, do multiple things, great. But if you're feeling burnt out, there's no need to force yourself to do that. And now, my last piece of advice. If you're really, really burnt out, like you're to the point where you just log on and you're like, ugh, I gotta do this ore daily. This is so boring. Just take a break. Like, don't play the game for a day. Like, if you quit, you quit. If you don't quit, great. But, like, you don't want to force yourself to hate the game by just forcing yourself to play it. So if it really gets to the point where every little activity is bugging you, take a day or two off because maybe you'll feel refreshed in that time frame, and if you need a longer break, take a longer break. The game as of right now, it's not showing any signs of shutdown, so yeah, it's probably going to be here for a pretty long time, or at least for, the next 6 months. So if you take a month break from Action Time, and then the only thing you'll miss out on is some gem farm and maybe an event, but it's not going to like harm you so much in the long run. Like you're not going to die from taking a break from a video game. It's a video game. So that's really all I wanted to discuss, like kind of a different type of topic. Oh, we got these two. These disappoint me. They were doing so good with the AP pots, and then I wake up to 3 BP pots, and I'm like, well, more items I won't use. But, yeah. Oh, speaking of BP pots, my last piece of advice, and this kind of applies to me personally. When I was really feeling burnt out when I was doing top 100 in Arena. Again, I know a lot of people don't do this and they just stop at top class. So what really helped when I was feeling burnout was just stopping doing that. Like, there was no reason to do it. Like, I was grinding to top 100 every week to literally get 25 to 50 more crystals. Because let's face it, I wasn't getting in the top 25, so I wasn't seeing that 150. Because I wasn't paying for 8 BP pots to be able to do that. So just like relaxing and sticking to top class overall really helped with my burnout. Because, one, I'm not just grinding the boring arena, because I can't stand I don't mind auto battles, but I hate PvP that I can't control. That I just have to sit and watch and leave it to the AI. That bugs me. So I got away from a system I overall didn't like. I play now like maybe 10 to 15 arena matches a week, and that's it. I'm done. And then it opens up doors for me to be able to farm time attack, which I enjoy way more than the arena. But that's more specific to me. Like, arena was burning me out, guys. I'll be real with you. Top 100 is rough. And, since, I decided to just hold off on doing it, I felt a lot better about logging in the AT and doing what I need to do because that's taken out of the rotation. But yeah, now the video's over. If you found it helpful or informative, please like and subscribe as it really does help me out. And with that, you guys go ahead. You have a great rest of your day. May you have good luck in your gotchas in the arena. And again, guys, if the game starts to feel like a job, please take a break. It's unhealthy to push yourself and force yourself to do something. It's a game. It's meant for entertainment. You're not getting paid to do it. It's It's not work, so don't treat it as work. If it ever feels like work, log off, take a break, go get something to eat, come back later, wait for it to feel fun again, because that's why we play video games. And with that, you guys take care, and I will catch you tomorrow.